Hey everybody, welcome back. This is my Pizza Dough Pro YouTube channel. Let's make some pizza. In today's really fun video, we're going to make a really easy, authentic pizza dough that will yield 2 large pizzas. For our recipe today, we need 487 grams of pizza flour, that's 3 1/4 cups. 317 grams or 1 1/4 cups of cold water. 15 grams or ½ an ounce of olive oil. 1 gram or 1/4 teaspoon of instant yeast. And our last ingredient, 2 teaspoons or 10 grams of salt. So those are the ingredients. Let's get started. Into the mixer, I'm going to put all of my pizza flour. If you don't have pizza flour, you can use all-purpose flour, which is also called plain flour, or you can use bread flour as well. I'm going to take all of my instant yeast and get that in there. Give that a little bit of a stir. So I'm hiding that yeast or buffering it from the salt that I'm going to add next. Here goes our salt. I'll mix that in. That's good. And then our olive oil. And for this recipe, I'm aiming for 65% hydration. To a lot of people, that doesn't really mean anything, but if you're a little bit more advanced, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. And then our cold water. The reason why I'm using cold water is that I don't want the yeast to really start overactivating. I want a really slow regeneration of that yeast because I am doing a 24-hour cold slow ferment. I will be using this dough tomorrow. If you are using the dough the same day, you can use warm water and you will have no refrigeration. You'll make the dough, let it sit for about 4 hours, and then you're ready to make your pizzas and go for your baking. Close down the safety cage. If you want more information about this spiral dough mixer, I'll put a link to it down underneath the video in the description box. This is the Pro Baker 5 Plus. I'm going to come around to this side. I'm going to turn the mixer on. As soon as I do, you're going to see a nice little light illuminate our ingredients. And then I'm just going to get the mixer going, take it up to about number 3. That's good. And that's about 120 RPM. And I'm going to let this go for 14 minutes. Alexa, put a timer for 14 minutes.
14-minute timer started.
This mixer does an amazing job at making any type of dough. So I'm going to let that go, and then I'll be back. Hey everybody, the timer just went off, but I'll just let it go for a couple of seconds so you can see the action of this mixer. And if you do have one of these mixers and you're getting that banging sound, please let me know in the comments what you think it is. I've opened up the machine quite a bit and I cannot find the problem. It sounds like it's at the bottom of the machine. I think it might be a belt, but I can't really tell. But as you can see, it's doing an amazing job at that dough. So I'll lift up the safety cage. That will stop the machine. I'll turn it off. I'll get the dough out and I'll be back in a second. There's my nice dough. Just took that out of the machine. I'm just going to get a little water down on the top of my scale. That just helps with it not sticking. And then we'll get that on there. 821 grams. So we're going to go for about 410 grams per ball. I'm just going to split that. Super easy with just 2. Just cut and add until you get around the ballpark. Take a little one off of that. There's 409, 406, 407, close enough. So there we go. We got our 2 dough balls ready to go. And then to shape, just gonna make sure I'm on camera here. You just wanna flip it over and then bring everything together just like this, and try not to use any additional flour when you're doing this, because you do change the dough. And you just want to keep doing this. So I'm going in and I'm going like this. Nice and round. You can give it a little bit of a twirl. I have 2 bowls that I have greased. So we've got one there. I've just sprayed that with some spray olive oil. So the second one, just bring it all together. Flip it over, and then the same thing again. So I'm going in and I'm turning. And I can already see yeast activity happening right there. And then into my bowl. I always do my doughs for 14 minutes in my mixer. You can go down to about 8 minutes. I wouldn't suggest going any lower than that. Even if you are only doing 8 minutes, do not increase the speed of your mixer. The faster the mixer runs equates to more energy going into the dough, which results in the dough getting to a hotter temperature, and you really don't want that. So at this point, I'm going to spray both of the dough balls with olive oil spray, and then I'll be back. So I've just sprayed these with oil, and now I'm just going to cover them. So that olive oil on the top, you can use whatever you want, canola oil, vegetable oil. It just keeps the dough balls from drying out. And of course the plastic, that is the main thing that will keep these doughs nice and moist. So at this point, since I'm using this dough tomorrow, I'm leaving it on my counter for 30 minutes, and then it goes into the fridge until tomorrow. Many people will want to make this recipe and use it the same night. What you're going to do is you're just going to leave it on your counter until you're ready to go. You're going to see the dough blow up quite a bit. It's going to come right up to the top of the plastic. And that will only happen if you leave it out on your counter. When I put these into the fridge for a very slow cold ferment until tomorrow, I will bring these out about 5 hours before I need them, and the dough will be just a little bit higher than what you see here right now. So in that 5-hour range, once I bring them out, that's where the dough really starts to kind of puff up and get ready for the baking process. So if you clicked on my video because you wanted to make pizza dough, I hope you enjoyed my video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you wish, and if you're on Facebook, I'm also over there at Bake Like a Pro. My main channel on YouTube is at Bake Like a Pro. I have over 600,000 subscribers on that YouTube channel. And I always take photos of the baked pizzas, and I'll put those either on this channel or over on my Frosty's Kitchen YouTube channel. And you'll find a link to those photos down underneath the video in the description box. So that will be a brand new video. So that's it. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.